We are coming to you live here from the Patty and Jim County Family Ice Arena for the I-80 Ice Fest Intermediate Championship between the OWHL out of Omaha and the Big Sioux Baddies playing in today's championship, sponsored by Savvy's Perspective Photography here on Pardon My French Media. I want to thank everyone for tuning in for today's games. We'll have the Novice Championship coming up later today around 12:15 as well. As set to get this Intermediate Championship off the ground. 17 minutes up on the clock as this puck going to be won by Omaha. It'll come over to the near side, brought down by Grasso for Omaha. Trying to put it back into the middle, setting up to the left of the goal is Tichy. Picked up by the Big Sioux. Looking how both teams got to this point today, as this is the second time these two have played in this tournament, as yesterday it was a 1-1 tie between Omaha and Sioux. Omaha started with a 4-1 win over the Des Moines Mother Shuckers. Followed that up, the Big Sioux Baddies took down Kansas City 5-3. And then yesterday, the two teams going for that tie. Big Sioux also beating the Mother Shuckers 5-1. And finally, Omaha beating Kansas City 5-0 in last night's final game to advance to today's championship. The goaltenders, it is Tegan Johnson on one side for the Big Sioux Baddies, and it is Bryn Noss on the other side for Omaha. So all teams 2-0-1 entering this championship match. Puck goes into the far corner. It'll be picked up by Flock from Omaha. It'll get all the way down ice. No icing called. Retrieved back in the defensive zone. And picked up by Julius, sent forward.
Well, waved off icing on that one.
It's Zimmer to it for the Baddies here in the offensive zone, trying to get something started. Summerfield in the far corner. Defensively, picked up by Williams. Over the near side, it's Flock to it. And now back, Stephanie Ayers, able to pick it up off the boards. Pass ahead for Carly Horacek. This one shot on, saved, and back-to-back saves here for Bryn Noss.
Nice job locking that up. There was a rebound waiting to happen right there. So yeah, a little call out talking to the organizers yesterday. This is the third year of the tournament, and it keeps growing, which is awesome. And this is our second year of covering the championships for them.
It's been a busy week of sports for us, as saw a doubleheader for baseball on Monday, Norwalk versus Bondurant Farrar. Thursday, a 27-run game, a 14-13 loss for the Warriors on the baseball diamond. And then yesterday, a pair of Friday, a pair of doubleheaders that ended up in split decisions against Pella for Norwalk in both baseball and softball. Now we're back here on the ice. First time we've been out here since the end of Drake hockey season. This one played forward by Zimmer for the Baddies. Brought forward and poke checked away. It was brought in the offensive zone by Chamberlain from Omaha. Trying to regain it at center ice. Unable to do so was McNeil. Pass off the boards, get past Hatcher. No score so far as Brady, the team captain, had picked it up in the defensive zone. Comes over into the near side corner. McNeil unable to get to it for Omaha first. Controlled by Omaha here in the offensive zone. Thompson losing her feet, the alternate captain. Going off the boards, gets away all the way around for Brady. Once again, And this one will be frozen by Johnson. 13 minutes left here in the first period.
Yeah, kind of finishing your thought is we hadn't been out here since Drake, and so yeah, it's always nice to pick up a hockey game in the middle of summer and get that cool off. Except it's raining and cold out. So here we are, all bundled up. Nice breakaway going.
Off the rebound, a pair of saves once again. That shot came off from Ashley Zimmer. Now looking for a counterattack on the other way, led by Ashley Tate. Excuse me, that is number 6, not number 5. That is Lucina. Knocked out of the zone, picked up by Confirst, going back the other way. It'll get back into the defensive zone. Brady to it for Omaha. Controlled by Lucina on the far side. Was looking to get it over to Chamberlain off the boards. Looking for a counterattack chance. Into the neutral zone, intercepted by Zimmer. Off the boards here to the near side. It is controlled by Confirst. Dumped off by Johnson for Brady. Brady losing her feet, but taking an offensive player's stick in the process.
Yeah, and it was waved off with, there was no trip or anything.
Into the far corner, picked up by Confirst again. And 11:15, there is a whistle left here in the first period.
I didn't quite see the call. It kind of looked like an interference. And somebody got dumped at the blue line, so I'm wondering if that might have been it.
So a early opportunity as Johnson sends this one off the boards. It's a power play chance for the Big Sioux Baddies. Up against the boards, it's picked up this time. A little shorthanded action for Omaha. Into the waiting glove. Shot coming from Chamberlain, saved by Johnson. Tichy will handle the face-off here for Omaha. Matched up was against Zimmer for Omaha. Excuse me, for the Big Sioux. Off the boards, looking for Julius on this side. Pass for the far side. Beautiful stick-to-stick passing, finding Zimmer. Zimmer fires this one, saved by the goaltender, Noss. Clock ticks down to about 9:30 left here in the first period. Still scoreless, 5 shots on goal now for the Big Sioux, 2 for Omaha. Controlled out in front, trying to get a shot on. Coming in hard was Hatcher. Around the boards, it'll come to Hatcher behind the net. 25 seconds left on the power play. Another pad save by Noss. Counterattack controlled this time by Tate. She'll clear it around with Flock giving chase here on the near side. It's picked up by Zimmer. One-on-one. Going back, makes the deke move. Trying to dump it off, but poke checked away.
Good defense, because there was a trailer.
Couldn't get the shot off on the rebound. Puck will come all the way around ice. It was Summerfield trying to get that rebound shot off.
We're even strength now, too.
Approaching 8 minutes left here in the first period. Neither team able to get an advantage so far. Puck lost by Brady. It'll be controlled in front. Shot, no good. As Johnson, another nice save.
Got that catching glove out there and just snagged it away.
Over halfway through this first period, a couple of shots from either team, but nothing past either of these goalkeepers so far. Trying to lay it out in front as Crinclaw was trying to set up a goalie screen. Puck couldn't be handled by Chamberlain, now coming back the other way. Summerfield leading the near charge. Summerfield turns, controls it now. Looking for a centering pass. Lost the puck on the shot attempt, and it is saved by Noss. Line change for both teams with 7 minutes left in the first period. The shot attempt deflected. And sent around the boards, this time by Lucina. Trying to get the pass over to Zimmer, deflected away. It was Hatcher trying to fight for it for the Baddies. This one interrupted and kept right here in the zone. Zimmer with it. Deflected away, now trying to get out in front as Lucina given charge. Pass in front, dead shot right in the front from McNeil, and another save for Johnson. Both goalies getting tested a little bit here early.
And did you say earlier that these guys ended up in a tie yesterday?
Yep, 1-1 tie.
And you can see why. Just perfect matchup, you know, it's very even up.
This one goes all the way down ice. That'll be an icing call as Hatcher unable to get to it. Takes under 5.5 left here in the first period. Thank our sponsor of today's broadcast, Savvy's Perspective Photography. Blink and you'll miss it. Don't let your best moments disappear. Savvy's Perspective Photography captures the moments you'll want to hold on to forever. Find them on Facebook at Savvy's Perspective Photography or on Instagram at savvys.perspective.photography. Based in Ankeny and serving the surrounding areas. New clients use Savvy30 for 30% off your first session. That's SAVVY30. Savvy's Perspective Photography, sports, portraits, and beyond. If you have a business interested in sponsoring here with us on Pardon My French Media, reach out to pardonmyfrenchmedia@gmail.com or feel free to message us on Facebook. This puck controlled by McNeil, shot fired on and saved once again by Johnson. 4.5 left in the first period. 5 shots for Omaha so far, 8 for the Big Sioux. Puck won here by Omaha. Unable to keep it in the offensive zone. Controlled by Williams. Pass goes over to the far side. Able to find Thompson over there. It's brought into the offensive zone by McNeil, but immediately knocked away. Lucina was alone here on the near side. Couldn't get the puck over to her. Pass to Confirst. As this one is scooped up. Omaha will bring a line change in with under 3:45 left here in the period. Puck kept and controlled here. Taken around by Brady. Trying to get the pass through. Tate can't get it out of the zone. This one dumped back behind net. Picked up and controlled by Tichy, trying to get it out of the zone. This time interrupted by Zimmer. This one dumped in, trying to outskate was Tichy. Deflected away, picked up, and sent around. Controlled by Confirst around the boards. Comes right out point blank. Shot deflected up and away. Coming off the stick of Ayers. Pass back to Brady, gets under her stick. And Ayers giving chase back defensively along with Julius. Pass to the near side. This one gets down ice as they find Tate. Centering pass deflected in and saved by Johnson. Approaching 2 minutes left in the first period. A pair of goose eggs up on the scoreboard so far.
Yeah, been a few nice shots, but the goalies are on them.
Greenclaw could not win the face-off for Omaha. This pass ahead for Zimmer. This one off the rebound. Somehow made the save on that one.
Oh my. Kind of dove across the crease and blocked it down.
Confirst was right there trying to put the shot in. Down to about a minute left here in the first period. Looking for that deciding goal to take the go-ahead lead. Another one knocked away by Noss. Out in front, Hatcher's shot.
Another stop.
Double-digit saves here in the first period. Brad Noss carrying the load so far defensively. Might be the last face-off here in the first period. Hatcher off the face-off win, this time dumped in by Zimmer. Goes back behind the net. Now their team able to gain possession of it for a second. They get it out of the zone, then at 24 seconds. Zimmer gets back defensively, dumps this one over. This time controlled and brought forward by Krinclaw. Down to under 10 seconds. Shot deflected, and it'll be grabbed. And the puck is frozen. And that will do it here in the first period.
Yep.
0-0 at the end of one. We'll take a short break and be right back. 17 minutes back up on the clock as we are officially underway here in the third period. As Omaha and the Baddies swap sides of the ice. Our team able to gain an advantage as Lucina steps in front of this pass, trying to split the defense, brings it over to the near side. Dumps this one into the middle, corralled by Thompson. Centering pass, almost sneaks it through, but Johnson keeps an eye on that one and knocks it away.
Yeah, it's a nice tip out front, redirected it.
This one goes down multiple lines, and that will be an icing call 30 seconds into the second period.
Hey, something I wanted to do is reach out and say Happy Father's Day to anyone that it applies to.
Yeah, Happy Father's Day to you.
Yeah, thank you. And, shout out to the men in the lives of these ladies that are playing. Thank you for supporting them and backing them while they play. Because it's nice to see women's sports growing in all different avenues.
A beautiful pass here, setting up McNeil into the zone. Johnson deflects it away. There was a rebound out wide. Under 15 and a half left. This one brought forward into the zone by Ashley Zimmer. This one dumped in and saved by Noss. Ninth save of the game for Noss, 12 on the other side for Johnson.
I was surprised, unless she was just out of gas, I was surprised she fired that in from so far away after she had carried it for so far.
Had a 2-on-2 opportunity, but could not turn that into points. So a face-off on the far circle. Pass from Hatcher gets over to the near side boards. As Omaha able to keep it away. Flying down through the middle is Grasso. Another shot put on that's deflected away. 10th shot. So now both goalies already into double-figure saves. Just a couple minutes into the second period. Beautiful pass over to Hatcher, trying to get it out of the zone. Zimmer waiting near the blue line, makes the deke move past the defender, Tichy. Losing her stick on the shot was Tristan Zimmer. That'll come back to Hatcher at center ice. As the Big Sioux has to get off sides. Another pass deflected away. It was Tasha Zimmer getting the stick on it this time. This one brought forward, dump back for Tichy. Shot put on, another save. Hauled in by Johnson. Tichy a couple of nice shots here in the second period. Nothing to show for the effort so far. Both goalies pitching a shutout. .13 and a half left in the second period. Puck comes around and picked up by Tate. Taken away defensively by Zimmer. Now Tristan Zimmer trying to lead a counterattack. Hatcher to her left. Zimmer, shot on, goes wide left of the net. Comes around to Tate. And the net comes off the moorings. As Chamberlain, rather than the puck, ends up in the net. First time we've seen anything hit the back of the net so far today.
Right.
Well, a face-off in the near side circle to that'll be to Noss's right. Hatcher shot. Right shoulder save by Noss keeps this one scoreless. Pass over the far side, looking for Horacek. It's brought into the offensive zone by Krinkla, but taken right back. Here's Hatcher trying to dump it off the boards, but back defensively is the captain, Brady. This one will come back, sent forward. Looking for Hatcher, but too far out in front. Played here for Chamberlain by Noss. Puck comes to Kniebe. Crinclaw has it poked away and loses her footing. Summerfield fighting for it along with Julius. Nice pass over the far side. One player to beat back, makes the deke move, shot, and deflected away from Horacek.
Did I hear post or not?
No.
Okay.
Crinclaw can't get that shot through. It was a beautiful leg pad save by Johnson going one-on-one. Crinclaw, centering pass, somehow could not get that one through.
And there was a half a net open with someone standing right in front of there.
Two Omaha players right out front, and Johnson able to put the stop on it. Still scoreless, 11 minutes left in the second period.
I think the goalies are going for player of the game.
Omaha coming off a 5-0 win yesterday. While the Big Sioux won 5-1 yesterday. As Omaha has only allowed 2 goals in 3 games so far in this tournament. The other side, Big Sioux did allow 3 to Kansas City, but only 1 to Des Moines, and obviously the 1-1 tie against Omaha yesterday. So both goalies have been fantastic. Only a combined 8 goals in 6 games scored against these two. And pitching a shutout in about a period and a half so far today. A combined 28 saves in this one from the two. Puck tried to be cleared out. Flock lost it, and they are unable to get it out of the zone as late stick work by Thompson keeps it in here in the offensive third, and that's going to be a tripping call. That will go against McNeil. That'll be the second power play chance for the Baddies.
Yep, tripping call.
The lineup here on the near side. Face-off be handled by Zimmer against Tichy. Omaha unable to get it out as good stick work keeps it in the zone. It was corralled by Zimmer. Tristan Zimmer this time, poke checked away behind the net. Puck comes out for Ashley Zimmer this time. Goes back behind the net. Fighting for it on the far side. They get it out of the zone as Ashley Zimmer picks it up and brings it all the way back. As a big check on the near side from Tasha Zimmer. Sent Chamberlain to the ice.
Not a check. They just ran into each other. Can't check them.
Tichy couldn't quite get that stick out enough. 1:05 left on the power play. Penalty kill doing their job for the second time tonight for Omaha.
Yep, no ice with the penalty.
Johnson plays it for Zimmer. And shorthanded action, Tate playing up in the offensive third, trying to get that to a cutting Tichy. But just a little bit out of reach, and now trying to get a counterattack back the other way. Zimmer poke checked away defensively. Coming out was Grasso off the bench. This time picked up by Tasha Zimmer. Hatcher trying to fight for it behind, takes it away from Chamberlain. Pass in front. Trying to get that one over. Had an open weak side of the net, but couldn't get the pass through. Far side deflected away.
5 seconds in the penalty.
And a 7:15 left in the period. Puck frozen, both teams back at full strength. As Omaha now will look to try and go on the offensive. 15 saves both sides for this goalie matchup so far. Puck deflected up, controlled by Zimmer, sent back around the boards. It's Confirst over to it. And sent out of the zone. Giving chase, here's Summerfield.
That was close.
Yeah, Krinclaw trying to come down ice. And Grasso puts a shot on that is snagged by Johnson.
No. Another goalie save.
Roughly 2/3 of the way through this period.
Some real good play happening. Goalies are just keeping that puck out.
Trying to get it back to Brady. It'll be sent over to the far side. Fired around by Horacek and saved.
Might have to start looking to recruit them for Drake hockey. Pretty good goalies. We'll see how they do on 80 shots, you know, but you can explain that one if you want.
I'm good.
Okay.
Zimmer trying to gain control of it in the corner. Instead, try to play out in front, gets away again.
I don't
the
know
defense
how.
Holding tough. Shot from Horacek, knocked away. Back defensively is the captain, Brady, 2-on-1. Puck goes up and out of play with 5 minutes left in the period. Whoever scores first may not only grab control of this game, but the way these goalies playing, it could be the only goal.
Right.
Face-off won by the Baddies, but it goes all the way back into the neutral zone. Trying to play forward this time is McNeil. Had to go to the penalty box to do that tripping call a couple of minutes ago. Pinned up against the boards. Lucina couldn't control it. Poke checked away, but Zimmer regains control. McNeil flying in from behind. This one deflected, controlled again. Lucina couldn't get to it. And now for Hatcher. She'll bring it into the offensive third. 4 minutes left in the period. Off the boards, picked up by Ashley Zimmer. This one knocked away. Zimmer fires this one in, does not get to all the way to the goal.
I was hanging out in front of the goal.
A lot of traffic in front. It'll be frozen by Noss. And it'll come to a face-off here on the near side. Summerfield on the face-off. Tichy comes away with the win for Omaha. Zimmer off the boards, played forward for Julius. As Brady defensively trying to fight for it. Now McNeil, one player back to beat. Brings it to the near side. Centering pass. Could not get the deflection off, and it is frozen again with under 2.5 left. The 3-4 matchup for the novice group will be taking place after this game. We'll be back with the championship game around 12:15 later today for the novice group. Right now, a 0-0 tie. 2 minutes left in the second period. Trying to get it out of harm's way. Zimmer trying to put it off the boards, controlled. As it was Tate taking it away. This one out in front and frozen again by Johnson. Omaha taking on the advantage now of shots on goal, but neither team anything on 39 total shots combined. Fourth game of the tournament for both goalies. Mentioned earlier, just combined 8 goals allowed in those. A one-timer scored on the far side. It was Ashley Tate coming in and getting the first goal of the game.
Well, she pounced on that rebound. Was it a rebound or a pass, do you think?
It was a perfect one-timer pass through there. Tate getting the first goal and puts Omaha up 1-0. Comes with under a minute left in the period. Tichy kicks this one away, sends it into the offensive third. Omaha gets the first strike of the game. And now Noss will try to keep it that way. Under 25 seconds left. This one interrupted by Tate. Try to slide that one through, deflected away by Johnson. Tate moves this puck past. Try to get that pass through, deflected. Now a big offensive chance here as Flock, the only one back defensively. As this one flicked into the body of Noss, who corrals it, and that will do it here in the second period. Omaha takes the 1-0 lead as they're 17 minutes away from a 2026 title. We'll take a short break and be right back. Start of the third period, Omaha up 1-0. Bryn Noss trying to keep it that way as they look to try and come away with back-to-back shutouts to close out this tournament. This shot knocked away. It was a 1-1 tie between the teams yesterday. Knibble gets this one out of the zone and brought forward by Krinklaw. Krinklaw looking to try and feed it forward for Horacek. It is stopped by Johnson. As the Baddies find themselves trailing 1-0 now. Had a quick start for shots on goal, but their defense has kind of stymied them a little bit since. Now looking for a chance. Hatcher giving chase, but I think that's going to be an icing. If they had been able to play that a little bit softer, may have had an opportunity one-on-one with Noss.
Yeah, because she had a great head of steam going, but that puck was going too fast.
Off the boards. Picked up in the neutral zone by Williams. Horacek and Krinclaw with it at center ice. Knibbie, pass intercepted. Here's Zimmer into the offensive zone. This shot, nice glove save by Noss. As Omaha just trying to keep this clock running right now with 15 minutes left in the contest.
It will go quick. They're going to have to put some pressure on.
Summerfield trying to win that face-off. As controlled here in the zone, comes back around. Trying to dump this one front. Shot. Noss, it sneaks through.
In.
That one scored by Carly Confirst to tie this one up. A 1-1 game now with 14 and a half left. And I don't know what, like, overtime rules or shootout or how it goes.
Well, championship might have to play it out, but they're tied on ice time.
And with 2 games still left to play.
But there's not much going on for ice activities right now, so I don't know. But they contract the ice time, so you never really know. I guess we may find out.
A big shot there from Confirst to tie this one up. Here's McNeil in front. Couldn't get a clean shot with 14 minutes on the clock. First goal allowed to sense the matchup yesterday between these two in the 1-1 tie. As Noss had one shutout last night and then was pitching one so far today. As a centering pass here, got through, but no one there to put a shot on. Chamberlain in control. Tried to flip this one in off the stick of Thompson. Thompson has it poked away. Chamberlain trying to keep it in the zone. It'll get out. Summerfield giving chase along with the captain, Brady. This one goes all the way through to the offensive zone. Confirst here on the near side. Puck up, deflected away. It'll be frozen with 13 minutes remaining. Confirst with the Baddies goal, negating the Ashley Tate goal just a couple minutes earlier. As that one came late in the second period. Gets this one under the stick. Here's Tichy in the offensive zone. Tried to flick this one under, but goes into the body and saved by Johnson. Off the face-off, sent in by Flock. Lost for a second, but Grasso able to regain possession. She'll bring it forward. Trying to get the puck over to Tichy, but back behind her. Loose puck picked up by Zimmer. That one goes off the glove and to the near side. And now, big breakaway chance here. Grasso, one-on-one with Johnson. Loose puck for a second, but frozen as Johnson makes another nice body save. 26 saves on 27 shots for Tegan Johnson.
That was something because you had a one-on-one and you had a follow-up player for the rebound, and the goalie hung on to it.
Under 11 minutes left. Shutout broken on both sides. Now looking for that go-ahead goal late in the contest. Converse, this pass forward. Looking for Summerfield. It'll go off the boards. Maybe trying to get to it, but controlled by the Baddies. Gets sent around, goes deflected off to the back line. 10:20 on the clock left in today's intermediate championship game. He sent around, interrupted for a second. And now a potential 3-on-1 chance as Zimmer trying to get back. Krinclaw, as Horacek puts a shot on, Krinclaw was trying to go over to the far side, and a nice glove save. Defender did a good job separating the two of them and couldn't get a clean pass through. Had to try to take a shot from a tough angle. Krinclaw wins the face-off. Comes over to Horacek in the corner. Centering pass, deflected away. Good stick work from Johnson. Zimmer pass up the far boards. Here's Hatcher making the nice play. 2-on-1 chance, dumped off. Shot scored!
Sniped it. Sorry, I missed it.
And we have two 29s on the roster, either Kyla Converse, who I believe I did hear a Kyla shouted. So Kyla Converse and Carly Converse getting the 2 goals and put the Big Sioux Baddies up 2-1 with 8:50 remaining.
Yeah, nice pass across, went top shelf on the open side. Nailed it.
Omaha's had a couple of offensive chances, but Johnson has stymied those advantages. And now her team leads 2-1 in a position to win a title with 2 goals here in the third period from the 2 Converse. Under 8.5 minutes left, so we're halfway through this third period. Off the boards, picked up. Lucina into the offensive zone. Shot knocked away. Lucina again into the corner. Turns around trying to get it to Chamberlain. This one deflected and almost out of play, but they'll pause play anyway.
I wonder if it caught the netting a little bit.
I think even if it hits the top of, it's kind of like if it hits the top of the backboard in basketball, is that it's still technically out of play.
Yep.
29 shots on goal for Omaha, 1 goal, 2 goals on 23 shots the other side for Big Sioux. Off the boards, nice backhand pass, dumped off. McNeil, shot knocked away again. 30th shot on goal already in this one. As that is going to bring a roughing call, I believe. And that will send Converse to the penalty box. A big chance here for Omaha with under 7 remaining.
Yeah. Let's go with the roughing.
Krinclaw on the face-off against Zimmer. Good clearance to begin this penalty kill for the Baddies. Quick counterattack, Grasso over to the far side, finding Tate. Had the only goal so far for Omaha. Minute and a half left on the power play for Omaha. Approaching 6 minutes left in the contest overall. This one dumped in off the rebound. Grasso couldn't get a clean look.
Nice tip away by the defense.
Tate pass around. Grasso couldn't handle it. Loose for a second, but controlled by the defense.
Yep, good freeze.
Tried looking to the near side. Grasso was all alone, all 4 defenders on the far side of the ice.
Yep.
Halfway through this penalty. 2 shots on goal, nothing to show for it.
That Johnson? Yeah. I think she peeked and saw that extra player was in the open area. Just went with freeze.
40 seconds on the power play chance. Picked up by Williams. Sent back around. Tate to it. Gets the pass out for Chamberlain. Chamberlain again here on the near side. Takes it back behind the back line. Trying to dump it out in front, and a great clearance. Trying to kill the rest of this penalty, down to 15 seconds on the power play. Under 5 minutes remaining in the contest.
I think they had too many men on the ice, too many women.
So yeah, that will draw a penalty on the other side now.
Yeah.
Omaha will put Ayers in the penalty box. Clock running. Has Big Sioux back to full strength. Able to get it out of the zone was Omaha. Zimmer feeds this one back for Kittleson. Comes back to Zimmer. Behind, intercepted. Full head of steam by Flock. Shot deflected away.
And it's
Julius losing her footing. This one looking for Horacek. Under 3.5 minutes left, down to a minute on the penalty kill for Omaha. The Novice Championship coming up around 12:15 today. That'll be between the Beavers and Starlets. And that'll be another penalty, this time issued to McNeil.
Yeah, there's a trip call down here.
So at the end of the second penalty, there will be about 40 seconds left in the game. One more goal could absolutely seal this one. 10 seconds left on the first penalty. A 5-on-3 advantage for the Baddies. Four on 5 now, as that shot knocked away by Noss. And it'll be frozen. About a 36-second difference between the penalty and game clock. Clock does stop within the last 2 minutes here in the third period. In the closing minutes of this one, Vaddy's trying to hang on, maybe see if they can add one more. Omaha fighting from behind, Dana player as well. This one controlled. Couldn't get that pass through. Lucina giving chase. Chamberlain, the only other player down ice. 50 seconds on the power play for Sioux City. Is that one or a check? Tried to go top shelf. Shoulder pad save by Johnson. Their 35th of the game. Tried to line this one up, was Chamberlain. And defense trying to get it out of the zone, even with the player advantage. Zimmer gets this one over to Zimmer. That is Hatcher with it. Dumps it off for Tasha Zimmer. Hatcher lost her footing. 5 seconds till full strength for Omaha. 5-on-5 action, 30 seconds left in the championship game. Grasso with it. They need something, and something quick. Down to 15 seconds left. Controlled and handled here by Kittleson. They pulled the goalie, 6-on-5. Tate's shot deflected away, down to 5 seconds. Pass through, shot, couldn't get it through, and that will do it. The Big Sioux Baddies capture this year's championship and take it 2-1. A big win out of Sioux City. Come from behind, trailed 1-0 at the end of the second period. They net 2 goals here in the third. Our player of the game, sponsored by Savvy's Perspective Photography, Tegan Johnson. 38 saves on 39 shots to help the Baddies capture this year's intermediate championship, and a great performance for her and her team here on the ice today defensively. As both teams shaking hands at center ice. As we will have the Novice Championship coming up at 12:15 between the Beavers and the Starlets. As the banner awarded to Sioux City. Congratulations to both teams for advancing this far, and the Baddies getting one extra up on the competition to win this year's intermediate title. Wishing both teams a safe trip home. And that will do it for us here in the intermediate championship. See you guys in about an hour and a half for the Novice Championship coming up between the Beavers and Starlets to wrap up this year's I-80 Ice Fest Women's Hockey Tournament.